Today we are going to talk about the top 10 best street sculptures in Europe. The Chilean website Revolucion3.0 made a list of the most impressive statues in Europe right now for its readers to look at. A list of the most beautiful statues in Europe should help Chileans and other Latin Americans decide which city to visit more than modern buildings or old buildings. The reason is that modern sculptures not only make the area look nicer, but also show what kind of people live there. Here is a list of the top 10 best statues in Europe. The Chilean list has most of them. 1. The Kelpies, in Falkirk, Scotland, United Kingdom. Andy Scott, a Scottish figurative artist, made the two huge horsehead sculptures called the Kelpies in 2013 and 2014. They are 30 meters tall and are made of steel. It is the largest horse sculpture in the world, and it was based on a story from Celtic mythology. The work is at the Helix Parkland area and is made of 600 tons of structural steel. The Helix is a new attraction between the towns of Falkirk and Grangemouth. It has bike trails, places to play and do water sports, canals, habitats, and art. You can also take a tour of the Kelpie experience and enjoy it. 2. An unnamed government official in Reykjavik, Iceland. Many countries have monuments to honor unknown soldiers, but Reykjavik, the capital of Iceland, has a sculpture called Unknown Official that honors the bureaucracy. It was made by a modern artist named Magnus Thomasson in 1994, and you can find it on Lickjargata Street 6. The statue is very interesting and stands out because it shows a man walking while wearing a suit and holding a briefcase. His head and shoulders are covered by a flat piece of stone. It probably meant that officials had a lot of work to do. 3. Unidentified people walking in Wrocław, Poland. A group of sculptures called Anonymous Pedestrians are just outside of the historic center of Wrocław, Poland. They are very strange and a little sad. The Polish artist Jerry Kalina made these 14 figures in 2005. They show regular people going to their jobs. The work marks the 24th anniversary of when Poland went under martial law. During this scary time, the military arrested regular people in the middle of the night, and many of them were never seen again. The people who are missing are shown by the falling pedestrians. 4. Les Voyagers, Travelers, Marseilles, France. Since 2013, you can see Les Voyagers, Travelers, a series of surrealist bronze sculptures by the French artist Bruno Catalano, at the port in Marseilles. This is Catalano's one-of-a-kind masterpiece. The 10 life-size sculptures show workers who are missing important body parts. The most impressive thing about the work is that it stands with very little support. This gives it a surreal and ethereal look. On Bruno Catalano's official website, you can see more statues from the series, Travelers. 5. The Man Hanging Out in Prague, Czech Republic. The statue that Czech artist David Cerny made in 1997 is called The Man Hanging Out. The sculpture is 220 centimeters tall and shows the famous psychoanalyst Sigmund Freud hanging from the roof of a building on Husova Street in the center of Prague by one hand. In 1999, the man hanging out was at the Stockholm Museum of Modern Art, looking down. Sigmund Freud's statue was in Chicago in the summer of 2007. In 2007, the statue near Van Andel Arena in Grand Rapids, Michigan, scared off firefighters and police. People thought Freud had killed himself. Well, do you like what you are seeing so far? Don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep watching because you don't want to miss what we have at the number 1 spot. 6. The Peeing Men in Prague, Czech Republic. David Cerny, a controversial but well-known Czech sculptor, made another piece in 2004 called The Peeing Men, or Pissing Fountain, which is made up of 2 bronze men peeing. The sculpture is 210 centimeters tall and is controlled by an electronic device that turns the hips and raises the penises so that urine flows on the surface of a small lake and forms letters. The small lake looks like the border between the Czech Republic and Slovakia. Near Charles Bridge in Prague, you can find this fountain in the courtyard of the restaurant, Hrjatova Sihelna. 7. The statue of Franz Kafka in Prague, Czech Republic. David Cerny made the giant head in 2014. It is in Prague, in a small square that leads to the entrance of the new shopping center Quadrio, at the Narodny Třída subway station. This bust of the famous writer Franz Kafka weighs 39 tons and has 42 moving layers. It is made up of 252 major construction segments, almost 1 kilometer of cables, 1,500 square meters of stainless steel sheet with a specular gloss, and more than 16,300 pieces of fasteners. 42 synchronous motors make it possible for the 11-meter-tall statue to move. The statue's soul is a unique code that is made up of 15 programs. The face's movement choreography is made up of the 15 programs. David Cerny made a very similar and impressive statue in 2006 called Metamorphosis Fountain. It is a big rotating head that looks like a fountain. It is in Charlotte, North Carolina, USA. 8. Klaipėda, Lithuania, Black Ghost. In 2010, two Lithuanian artists, Svajūnas Jurkis and Sergejus Plotnikovas, made the 2-meter-tall bronze statue of the Black Ghost in Klaipėda. It is a very impressive piece of art. The sculpture shows a ghost with a hood coming up out of the murky water with a lantern in one hand. 9. De Vaartkapoen, Policemen being tripped, Brussels, Belgium. The funny statue, Policeman being tripped, was made by the Belgian artist Tom Franzen in 1985. It shows a policeman getting tripped up by a man hiding in a sewer manhole. The statue is in the Brussels neighborhood of Sint-Jans-Molenbeek. 10. The Fiddler, Amsterdam, Netherlands, the violinist. If you go to the City Opera House in Amsterdam, you might be surprised to see a violinist pop out of the floor in the theater's foyer. This bronze statue, called the Fiddler or the Violinist, shows how strong and active the Jewish community is in Amsterdam. Before World War II, this area was the center of the community. Workers had to work hard to break up and open the marble floor so the statue could be put there. Matteo Pugliese, an Italian sculptor, made the piece of art and put it in the City Opera. Before you leave, please like, subscribe, and turn on the notifications for our channel so you never miss what's coming next from us. Thanks for watching.